Alright, guys. Okay. Today is day 53. It's a Thursday. I haven't drunk for the last 48 hours. So today would be day 3 of being clean of alcohol once again. And I am just in such a haze. My head is all over the place. My concentration levels are pretty much zero. I'm home with my youngest daughter. She's 4. She is very active, and I can't. I have to because that's what you got to do when you're a parent. But my mind is just always elsewhere. It's nowhere at the moment. It is so foggy, my brain, and you know what? I'm just frustrated at myself. I'm frustrated at the whole situation. I'm frustrated that I've let twice now over a week and a half's worth of sobriety go to waste, because it takes a fair few days to get over this initial just confusion, brain fog, depression. I just can't seem to concentrate on any particular thing for any length of time. It's fucking shit, man. It sucks. It's actually worse than being hungover, because when you're hungover and you know you're gonna pick up another drink that night, it's like, well, you can sort of push through feeling like shit because you know that you're going to mask that with another drink. And when you don't have that on offer, when you know you're not going to have a drink, you've just got to push through these symptoms, and it's reality hitting you smack bang in the face. It's the reality of what you've done to your brain, how you've poisoned it, and it is just screaming out. And I can't, and I mean, I mentioned in a couple of videos ago that I've been supplementing myself with marijuana, with weed. And that has allowed me to take the edge off. But in all honesty, it adds to the brain fog, and it does add to the depression and the anxiety, because I am indeed still addicted to something. Something is still ruling my life. I am still being controlled by a substance. And that substance at the moment is weed. So tomorrow, I've got to kick it. I have to kick it. I have to go completely clean. I have to, because my kids deserve it. And if I don't, I imagine that the way that I'm feeling at the moment, I imagine is similar to like CTE. I'm not even going to lie. And we'll get into, how much weed I've smoked over the years in future videos. But I honestly feel like some of these guys who just feel so desperate and they just snap at people, their personalities start changing. They start becoming more angry and more, depressed, and they start changing, because they can't put a finger on what's wrong or what's happening, but for whatever reason, the way that their brain works and the way that their mentality is, it changes. And it's because you've got no ability to like concentrate. You've got no ability to I don't know. It's brain damage. It's straight up brain damage. And your brain can regenerate, I'm led to believe. And let's hope it does. Let's hope it does, because at the moment I am feeling like absolute shit. I'm not going to lie. So I had to make this video. It's like 9:30 in the morning. I also feel like some of these symptoms were a lot. They didn't seem as bad like whilst I was in New Zealand, because I could wake up when I wanted and I could go to the gym when I wanted. And yes, I mean, this morning I've been frustrated because I can't get to the gym, and I haven't trained for over a week. And that's just, is that me being selfish, or is that me just desperately needing a routine right now? I don't know. But I feel like, these symptoms of brain fog and depression were easier to push through when I didn't have responsibilities each and every day. And that is just me being completely honest. And it's not good, it's not great, but it's me being honest. Now another thing I wanted to mention was last night we had what did we have last night?
Family fun night.
We had a family fun night at Tristan's preschool, right? And you know, I got to be honest. Was it fun?
Yeah.
Well, at least it was fun for Tristan, because these symptoms that I'm talking about now, I had even worse last night, right? And what that means is that I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to sit in a corner and have my head go 10,000 different directions and just deal with that. I mean, I've just not got the energy or the brain power to have intelligent and decent conversations with other adult humans. I just don't have that ability right now. It's just I'm just so in my own head, and it's just you know what that means is that I honestly feel like I've got no personality. I feel like it's gone. I feel like it's been stolen. I feel like I'm losing it big time. And if I don't do something drastic now as far as quitting both alcohol and weed, then I'm going to lose my shit. I'm going to become a fucking vegetable. That's how I feel, man. It's got to that point. It's really serious. Serious shit.
You're not a vegetable.
Well, I feel like a vegetable sometimes. I honestly do. Like last night, I mean, I just didn't have it in me. I said hello to a couple of people, but anything past that, oh, you know, it's a worry, man. It's a worry. I want to be a useful. I want to be a member of society. I want to be able to develop new friendships and maintain them, and feel like that means something to me. But at the moment, it just doesn't. I mean, I've got a couple of good mates from when I grew up, and a couple of mates who I met very early on after moving here to Alice Springs. But you know, I would say in the last, not even just in the last 3 years, but even before that, I've just been such a lone ranger. You know, so content with my own company, and doing things on my own, that what that's led me to become is a bit of a recluse. You know what I mean? And a socially awkward person. And I get so frustrated with that, because I can remember back when I was younger, I used to really love meeting new people, and I thought that I could speak really effectively, and the reason why is because I enjoyed asking them questions about themselves, because as we all know, you know, one way to get someone on side is to ask them about themselves. But at the moment, I'm so depressed about where I'm at personally, and I feel so shit about myself and my own life that I just can't muster up the energy to even bother asking anyone else about their life, because I mean, what happens if they ask me about mine? You know, it sucks the last few years, and people have asked me about my life and where I'm at and what I'm doing. I've just got nothing. I just feel so ashamed, and even when I'm not feeling ashamed, the brain fog is just so intense that I've just not got it in me to have a proper, meaningful conversation. And the only ones I can have are the ones to a camera, by myself. And guys, that is just wrong. That is just wrong. So we've got a lot to work on. We've got a lot to work on. And I've got another 6 hours of hanging out with Tristan, and that's what needs to take priority. So, you know, my brain is going crazy at the moment because we've got the Rugby World Cup coming up. That starts on Saturday. We've also got the NFL regular season that starts tomorrow. And my brain,
Your brain. My
brain tells me that I really should take advantage of this and try and make some content. But the way that I described the way that my head and my brain's feeling earlier on, it just means that, look, all of these things are just ideas. They're ideas. And I've got to just stick with one. One idea. If I want to achieve anything over these next few weeks, I've got to just stick to one idea and just roll with that. And the one idea that I desperately need to stick to is to train, is to do physical exercise, and to run. I mean, even just to go for runs or do anything that is so important. And so if nothing else, I have to let go of all of this other shit and just focus on the basics, which is being a dad, eating healthy, and doing exercise, and getting a job. Now those are 4 things, and those four things can fill up a life. And then following that, I can bring in some sport. Following that, I can bring in some more social occasions.
No.
And then following that, if I've still got time and space in my head, then I can focus on YouTube videos. But I simply cannot continue my life in the way that it is, because I just feel totally inadequate as a dad, and as a friend, and as a son and a brother, and I'm just sick of feeling like that. So thanks, Tristan. Catch you guys later. Bye. Say bye.
Bye-bye.